Good morning, beautiful souls. Happy hump day. Happy hump day. Shout out to DC. DC, I believe we had two winning numbers. Of course, we do know that DC is waiting for 802, and it came out at 11:30. 272 is pointing at 279. We also had that number as well. All right, guys, and again, happy hump day. You know, um, Sometimes you just don't know where to start. First of all, man, let's thank our maker because we are just simply up. Sometimes that's just how it be, man. You don't even have no room. You don't even have the energy, man, to man, you just need that push. But man, we're gonna try to push it on through. Again, man, happy hump day. Shout out to DC. You are a winner at 208, right? A lot of things went on in the lottery world. Of course, we do know. We spoke of whenever you see 578, you got to go with a 150. Normally, if you see 150, go ahead and play a 578. Shout out to Ohio. The reason being, guys, like I say, sometimes you can catch me on Facebook. Sometimes, I will post some things. Sometimes you just might actually get something sent to you, right? Ohio, you had 091. It came out two times. You had some following numbers. One of those numbers was 556. All right, so I know you can't play them all. I think you have five triggers and you have five following numbers. Which one gonna come out? That's for you to determine. That's when you gotta put your thinking cap on. You gotta add your sums up. 556 is a sum of 16 that will fit on days with a digit like on the 21st, on the first of the month. We do know the ones represents 1 8 fours and sixes, right? Things of that nature. Let's see. Something else went on in the lottery world yesterday, guys. Man, just keep doing what you're doing. You're not going to win every single day. Here are some numbers that I wrote down. As you can see, man, 513, I wrote down a few numbers, and so far, a few of these numbers have came out. As you can see, 426 did come out. You can see the 820 is there. Sometimes, guys, you can just look at your numbers and you can just determine which numbers, right, that might just come out after seeing another selection of numbers, if that sounds right. Maybe it don't. I don't really know what to tell you at this point no more, man. But let's continue to win, guys. Today is the 25th. Maybe, is it? Yeah, I think today is the 25th. So we have a 5 on the back. We know 25ths are 2 8 zeros and 5s. So what does that mean? You like 401, play it. You like 500, play it. Still has some numbers. 6804. Ohio had 6804, so they still have 3714, 3715. Shout out to the Big D. Big D, you had 212. Big D, you actually had 789, number that I told everybody to play. But again, I guess some might say you can't play them all. 789. So let's go ahead and just figure out what's going to go on for today. Some things that I normally like to do just to keep the page exciting. Because I know sometimes the page get boring, right, guys? It gets boring. Y'all don't have to tell me, man. I mean, but what else do you want me to do? What else do you want me to do? So let's go ahead and see. This looks like a busy hand all in itself. We don't have a 7 here. So right off the break, just by seeing this 7, we don't have. You also know 722 will be a factor. 723 will be a factor. We have a 3 here. We do not have a 4. Where do you want to put these numbers? It doesn't matter. So off the break, just by me seeing the 4 is not here, we don't have a 1. So we know 5421 still have to be considered. We also don't have a 9, so already we at 1974. That's a 8-digit number, guys, isn't it? Right? So what does that mean? Any 1900 just might come out in your state. Which one, I don't know. We don't have an 8, so already the 8's our factor again. So again, 8, 7, 9. Here's the 6. The 6 is going to be here to next year, 2027. So that doesn't make a difference. So do we have all of our numbers in here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 789. So these are some numbers that you should consider today. If you like to play it in a pick five, do so. 18 479, if you will. Now, some might ask, well, you know, what else do you consider playing? Right? Like, if you really looking at this, I would strongly advise everybody to play 5421 in their state, right? If you're just looking at this. What else is there to do with this? If you're looking at it, we also know that 1222 will be a hot number. 1022 will be a hot number. We also know 1026 should be a hot number. I guess 1026 should be a hot number for the whole year. We also know that 8541 might come out, so this is going to be a very busy day in the lottery world if the machines just do what they're supposed to do. But see, that's the catch. We can get up here and assume all we know, do all this hooping and hollering, all this theatrical type of stuff, but when it comes to those balls to start popping up, that's when it really matters, man. So, and again, we cannot overlook 3722. I guess we know that already, right? We do know that. So, this concludes the video. Shout out to DC. Shout out to whatever state that you're in. And I just don't know where to go with this disastrous world, man. We're looking at the airports just running over now with ICE agents. Lord knows. Do anybody else know? Lord knows. Tupac sung a song about that. Lord knows, Lord knows, Lord knows. But hey man, look man, continue to strive for the best. If you over age to where as though you know you're doing too much at this point, when you put your phone down and look in the mirror and you say, well, is this worth the views? Or guys, we again, man, we got to kind of like get ourselves together, man. You're looking at people not in the best of health. You know, you can proclaim to have all the money in the world, but when somebody look at you, how you present yourself, you're not doing nothing, no activities, nothing is going on. You know, your skin is not looking good. Man, we got to do better, guys, because, you know, after you get the money, you know, that is the goal. You know, get you some money, help your family out, do better for yourself. But after you get the money, you get the car you want, you get the jewelry, you get the watch, man, you got to focus on your health, guys. Please, man, you got to focus on your health. Men, if you're over that age to where as though you got to get your colon checked out, go get your colon checked out, man. Right? Check your teeth out. If you're seeing your gums are turning a certain color, check get your teeth clean. I gotta get ready to go out here right now, my next appointment, and get a bridge. You know, they say, well, we wouldn't advise you to, but they're saying that, you know, your teeth good. We just don't want, for your teeth to start shifting and, you know, stuff like that. So that's something that I gotta get done. You know, if you have insurance, man, you know, you go ahead and pay for that stuff. But come on, man. We are on social media just crashing out at this point, man. To where as though it's draining, right? And many might say, well, you know what? But when you're holding a phone and it just keeps coming through your feeds, and you know it's in the algorithm. What do? You want to click on, then you want to say, I don't recommend a channel. What do? And then when you finally look at it and you saying, well, how does this help my day? How does this help my day? How does this negativity help my day out? Like, I don't get what's going on out here, man. We can't change how old we are. We can't change, you know, a new wave. Best thing we could do, either get in or fit in. People not caring who you are no more. People, you can do all the research you want to do on a person. That's not going to stop nothing at the end of the day. That's not going to stop nobody from, doing what they have to do. What is the world coming to? You can do all the research you want to do on somebody, man. That's not stopping nothing. What you mean, man? I done my research. That ain't gonna stop no show, man. Right? So we got to stop it. We're putting ourselves in danger. We're putting loved ones in danger out here, all for views, man. And it's not making sense at this point. So with that being said, man, shout out to DC. Peace out, man. Let's continue to win, man. Whatever you do, man, please stay out of the way.